By popular demand, it's now time to talk about the first jersey I've ever bought because of your comments and requests, which means it's time to talk about Cruz Azul. This is their kit from 2021-2022, and I wanted to get this one specifically because of this gold star right here. There's lots to talk about for Cruz Azul, but I'm going to start with that star and why it's most important for their fan base, because it signifies their 9th title and first in 23 years that they've won in the Mexican top flight. That's super important for them because they've had 2 huge droughts of titles over the years, this one going back to 1997 and previous to that, back to 1981. These 2 title droughts are very important for understanding Cruz Azul culture because there's the belief that there was a curse upon the club this century, with the team making it towards the end of the regular season as well as into the Liguilla, and somehow finding ways to lose matches they really should have been winning. They finally broke the curse by winning the Guardianes tournament in 2021 by beating Santos in the final. Despite those 2 droughts, they're still one of the most successful clubs in Mexico as far as silverware. On top of the 9 league titles, they have 4 cup titles, as well as 6 Champions League titles, including twice doing continental trebles in 1969 and 1997. Okay, so what do you need to know about the club itself? They've been playing since 1927, first as amateur leagues, and then in the 60s, moving up into professionals. They were founded as a company team by Cemento Cruz Azul, who are still their sponsor on their shirt. As with many teams in Mexico, their badge holds stars for each of their titles individually. Most countries do a star for every 5 or 10 titles. In Mexico, most clubs do a star for each. They keep it within their badge, and the star at the top here has moved down within the badge as of just this season. They're from Mexico City in the Xochimilco neighborhood. They play at the Estadio Azteca, where they first played, left to their own stadium, and have come back to in 2018. Okay, 3 famous players from the past. Their top goal scorer of all time, Carlos Hermosillo, who scored the key goal in 1997 to win them the title that broke their first drought, was a penalty kick, which was also a golden goal, which won them the title instantly in extra time. Second, Chaco Jimenez, Chaco being his nickname, based off of where he's from in Argentina. And finally, just from a couple years ago, Emmanuel Villa, who was a top goal scorer. As far as current players, there are 2 very long-term players in Jose de Jesus Corona, their goalkeeper, who's been with them for 13 seasons, as well as Julio Cesar Dominguez, a center back who's been with them for 18 seasons. As far as the younger and more offensive side of the ball, there's Uriel Antuna, a winger, as well as Santiago Jimenez, who's just starting to get some time with the Mexican national team. So that's Cruz Azul. For everybody who's been waiting for me to do this club since day 1, thank you for your patience. I hope it was worth the wait.